Welcome back to my channel, my crystal kings and queens. So today I was headed to the crystal shop, and I was gonna vlog on my way there in a little while I was in there, but for whatever reason I just kind of had to focus. I didn't necessarily intend to purchase anything when I went in, though I had an idea that I may have been looking for a specific crystal that I already own. However, I did not find the crystal that, I had in my mind before going there. But when I got there, I was so heavily attracted to celestite. And for whatever reason, like I couldn't just remove myself from it. Like I was so drawn to it. And the celestite that the store had, it was just so pretty, gorgeous, so delicate. But what made me kind of withdraw myself from it was the fact that it was so fragile. And I don't mind fragile, but when I purchase crystals, I need to know that my crystals can withstand my hands, can withstand me holding them on, for long amounts of time, using them for whatever. So after that, I kind of just really wasn't feeling it. Not to mention, like, the energy I was getting from it, it was very gentle, but it made my hand so red, my right hand in specific. It made my hand so red, so itchy. I was just like, oh my God, just make it stop. Like I could not control it. So I had to put it down. I guess that just might not be the crystal for me right now. Anyway, moving on. I was then drawn to the quartz crystal skulls. Now, if you watch my previous video of the crystal shop tour, I did a car vlog with that included. I may have showed the quartz crystal skulls that I'm talking about, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, I was looking at those, and I was thinking about getting a clear quartz crystal skull. And I'm like a really huge Indiana Jones fan, so watching the Indiana Jones movie with the crystal skulls, that was just mesmerizing. I loved it. I will watch it, on ends upon ends. So I hung out with those for a little bit and didn't get much of a vibe from it, but I can't say, like, I just really don't know if it's a clear quartz thing where the quartz just stays really cold in my hand. It's just every quartz that I deal with, every clear quartz that I deal with, it's always just like this really extra cold sensation. Though these were just like a generous amount of, cold sitting in my hand. I don't know. That didn't really make much sense, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, moving from there, I thought I was going to get, that. But those, of course, we all know are extremely, extremely expensive. And I didn't really, have spending a crazy amount of money in my budget in mind. So I'm just like, okay, well, let's tone it down a little bit and see where else I'm moving to. I got to meet two very lovely young ladies that kind of just approached me and randomly started talking to me about crystals, which I found so interesting and cool. I definitely don't mind it. And one young lady, she was just kind of explaining to me about the celestite and, charging it and meditating with it and, that type of thing. And then the second young lady, she noticed the crystals that I was actually looking at, and she decided to I guess choose a few of the ones I had laid down already myself. And I thought that was pretty funny. Luckily she didn't grab the ones that I actually intended to get for myself, so I was very happy about that. And Give me just a sec, y'all. I'm trying to drive, and this is just totally not safe. But luckily she didn't choose the ones that I was intending on buying for myself, but she did notice what I was looking at, and she took it upon herself to read to me what, you know, the crystal that I had chosen stood for and what it was really used for and what it's great for as well. So I thought that was really nice. She actually ended up taking one and, you know, buying it, though that wasn't her intention. I thought that was pretty cool. And she read to me what she purchased for herself and the properties for it. I just noticed that. I'm like, what is this little cup thing moving in front of my camera? It's my Starbucks my Starbucks accessory that I have hanging on my mirror. Anyway, point is, I ended up buying 14 crystals. Now, I know there are a lot of us that have, you know, that take like numbers into consideration. They have, you know, they speak meanings over numbers, that type of thing. I'm not really sure what it's called. Maybe numerology. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I chose 14 crystals, and come to think of it, like as I was choosing my crystals, the first young lady who was telling me about Celestite, she was asking me, are you preparing for the new moon this weekend? And I'm like, no, not really. But I mean, it is a true consideration. I know nothing about, you know, the new moons. Like, I'm interested in it, but I don't like linger on it too much, specifically because I also have never charged my crystals under the moon, and I've been wanting to, but it's like, where do you sit your crystals to charge them under a full moon? Like, we stay near so many trees that it's like, unless I'm driving, it's hard to see the actual moon. So she asked me, was I going to charge it under the new moon? Though in her opinion, or as she stated, the new moon isn't as potent as the full moon when it comes to charging your crystals. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm not really sure. I've never charged my crystals under the moon. I really, really like to. You know, it's a really awesome idea. But, you know, I'll think about it. And when I went to check out for, you know, the crystals that I intended on buying for myself, the cashier also asked, are you preparing for the new moon? I was like, no, this is the second person that has asked me. And she was like, well, the crystals that you have here are perfect for your new moon and setting new intentions. And I thought that that was such an awesome statement, because the crystals that I went in, you know, the one crystal that I had in mind and intended on purchasing, I didn't end up with, but came out with 14 other crystals, 7 each, you know, of them are the same. So I'm like, I have 7 of one crystal and then 7 of another crystal. And they weren't expensive. However, I will say the first 7 that I did, you know, feel so extremely drawn to, my God, those can get really expensive. But, you know, for the price that I got them at, I'm really appreciative and I'm grateful. But for the most part, I just kind of wanted to get on the line and chat with you guys about, you know, just the encounters and conversations I had with a few people in the crystal shop today. And, it just was even more crazy to me that I was just being approached randomly. You know what I mean? Like, was it something on my aura? I don't know. I'm not complaining about it because everyone was very sweet and kind. So I'm happy about that. But it just kind of caught me off guard. Anyway, just a car chat. I hope you guys enjoy 10 minutes of a bunch of talk. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you like the little car chats and vlogs, again, definitely let me know. I'm all for suggestions, ideas, comments, what have you. I do have a blog site. I post awesome, I want to say awesome and wonderful at the same time. Not really sure what kind of word that would have been. But I post really awesome things out there. Check that out. That's www.royallabyrinth.com. And for those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who have been subscribed to me, thank you for joining and supporting me. Continue. I really appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all. Bye.